Hi, welcome to E-Class. My name is Eric Freeman, and today we're going to be talking about how to effectively finance a vehicle. Talk to you. So in honor of tax season, and this being the time where a lot of people in the country go out and buy new cars, I decided to make a video which is how to finance a vehicle effectively. Meaning just that how to go in there, get a good deal, and don't leave out of the lot with a lemon, or don't leave out on the lot with terms and conditions that are gonna leave you buried in debt for the next 5 to 6 years. So stay with me, and if you do have any questions, go ahead, drop them down in the comment box, and I'm gonna be answering everyone's questions if I have to patch up something here in between the beginning and the end of this video. Number one, before you even think about what car you want, what type of car you want, how much you're willing to pay a month for it, pay a month is gonna be a big thing. Follow me, we'll talk about that later. Before you even can think about any of that stuff, you need to build your credit up. The better your credit score, the better terms you get when it comes to financing anything, not just cars. Credit was the thing that gave me options. I didn't go into the dealership asking for favors. I went into the dealership saying, hey, do you want to make a deal on this vehicle? And that's what buying a car essentially is. Secure your finances, secure the bag, secure whatever you want to call it. But make sure that you got your money ready when you walk into the dealership. And that's going to be 100% influenced by what your credit score is at the time of the purchase. Now that you got your credit score up, you watched that video. You applied all of the simple tasks, all of the simple steps to build your credit score up. Now that you've done that, it's time to research. Research. That is one of the biggest things that I see people don't do. You need to know a few things about the car that you want, how much it's worth, and how much you're willing to pay for the car. Once you establish how much you're willing to spend and you use the tools that are available online with all of the auto loan calculators, there's so many things you can use that I used to see or get a ballpark of how much a month you're looking at with interest included, whether it's your trade-in included, whether it's a down payment, anything that you're gonna build into your loan, it all needs to be either at or under how much you decide you're willing to pay. Use those tools before you get to the dealership so you know at least what you're looking at. You want to know what the average price of the car is, depending on the mileage, depending on the geolocation, depending on the year. There's a lot of different, depending on the options, there's a lot of different things that influence the price of a car. Use TrueCar, use Edmunds, use all of those websites, and take that information from the Carfax on the website, plug it into whether it's Edmunds or TrueCar or whatever website you use to see what the average price of that car is in your location, and log that. Dealerships are always going to overprice the car. You're not going to find a car that is priced under the value of the car if there's nothing wrong with it. And you can believe that, because they wouldn't put the car on the market for lower than what it's worth in that area. So you do that research yourself before you get to the dealership so you know what you're stepping into and what the average price of the car is. And that's going to help you negotiating a little later in the video. New cars are great. New cars are great because there's little wear and tear. You know that there's probably not going to be any maintenance you have to do. You know it's not a lemon. New cars are great because of the security that they provide you. But the downfall on new cars is they depreciate. A lot of people say they depreciate as soon as you pull it off the lot. But in reality, new cars typically lose their value over the next 3 to 5 years. Now understand, if we're talking about something that's tens of thousands of dollars, 30 to 40% over a 3 to 5 year old car is significant. By the time you're done paying that loan off, the car's not even worth 40% of what you paid for it. Getting a used car and getting a good used car and getting a great deal on a used car is your way to get all of the options that you want. Sunroof, leather seats, heated seats, cooled seats, all of that stuff that we want in our cars nowadays, you can get in a used car for a fraction of the price. Y'all have to know this. Y'all better know this. You want to make sure if you're buying a used car, to keep the mileage within 20,000 miles to 80,000 miles. In between those, you might have a maintenance that you might have to do in between those. At least you know that you're not getting a car over 100,000 miles, which is destined to have something coming up soon. Or you're not getting a car, well, you'll never get a car under 20,000 miles used for a great price. It just does not happen like that. Unless, like we say, it's a limit. Now that you did all your research, right? You did your research, you build your credit up, you sitting good with the banks, they want to give you money. You are a qualified buyer, just like the commercials say. It's one more step that you got to take before you go to a dealership. Get pre-qualified. Wherever you do business financially that offers auto loans, get pre-qualified. See what they give you. I know pre-qualification doesn't hurt your credit score. I said, all right, go ahead, run it. I had that check in my back pocket the whole time I was there. Did I let them know? Hey, I'm pre-qualified. I want you to use this for my vehicle. See how much I got. Try to run up all of this $33,000 on this check. I didn't tell them anything about that. I kept that in my back pocket. But we'll talk about that in a minute.